Hi everybody, welcome to Truckin' Tunes Tuesday. You know, if there ever was an era within an era in truckin' music, then the mid-70s was definitely the CB era. The citizen band radio came into play right after World War II. The idea was to allow regular folks, regular citizens, to have their own radio band so that they could communicate with one another. Kind of a precursor to the internet when you think about it, but they didn't know that at the time. So anyway, we're talking to one another. Families are using it. A lot of farmers, in fact, farmers were really the first big market for the citizen band radio. And then the Coast Guard used citizen band radio. And then along came truckers, of course. So the trucking community embraced CBs as a real tool to navigate weather, to navigate traffic, and just to communicate with one another. You wouldn't be so alone out there on the road. Well, the CB was a tool until it became a toy, in a sense, to a lot of folks, at least in the mid-1970s, and that was the Arab oil embargo. You had a lot of trucking protests out there, a little bit of violence on the road, making newspaper headlines and things. The CB then kind of got picked up by the country music world, and CB radios in their own right really became part and parcel of some of the songs that came out. We'll hear a lot more of those types of things in later weeks. But getting back to the song we're going to play this morning or today, is Me and Ole CB by Dave Dudley. It was done in 1975. It predates Convoy by just a few months. The song is sort of like, I would say, a day in the life, but generally speaking, a night in the life of an over-the-road truck driver. That's when a lot of the long-haul driving was done at night, and that's when a lot of shenanigans went on too, and the CB was sort of the center point of all of that. So in this song, you'll hear about a guy who wasn't really making a lot of money because he just couldn't drive fast enough and just couldn't stay away from Old Smoky enough to really make a profit on the road. So his CB radio was a way to basically run faster, run harder, and make more money, and that's the way it was. So let's listen to it right now. It's called Me and Ole CB. Oh, you know, there's one thing about this song that you'll notice right away. You'll hear all of the CB lingo in this song. Back in the 70s, on the Charlie Douglas Road Gang, we had a sponsor. It was the CB Slangwage Language Dictionary. It wasn't expensive. It was a little pocket book. I still have my copy somewhere. I think it's in the attic. What about you? Do you have a copy somewhere in your attic? If you have one, take a picture of it and send it to us.